Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1983 Detroit Tigers replay. Today's matchup is between the Seattle Mariners and the Detroit Tigers at Tiger Stadium. On the mound for the Mariners, making his Major League debut, is Floyd Youmans. And pitching for the Tigers today is Dan Petry, whose record is 7-4 with a .287 ERA. And so we've made it to the final game of the 1983 season, and I wish I could say we were going into the playoffs, but despite our 95 and 66 record, we were not able to overcome the New York Yankees. We sit 5 games back, as the Yankees have won 100 games. They're the only team that's won 100 in all of the divisions, and so there's really not that much left to settle other than the American League West, which we will find out today whether Oakland can beat out California. If Oakland wins, they're in. If they lose, there's going to be a 1-game playoff. If it does come to that after today's game, we will advance one day to find out who the winner is of the West. Once the game is over and we're all done, then we will have a separate video tomorrow where we will play the playoffs out. We will do the contracts for the Tigers, and then we will do a league leaders and maybe a summary of the season at that point. So before we get started with the last game of the season, I just want to take a minute here to say thank you to those who have been incredibly dedicated. Even if you've watched just one game, that means a lot to me. But I know these folks here that I'm about to mention have been there almost through the entire season, if not at watching every single game. So first of all, I want to thank Don next year at the end, and we want to give him some upfront props. Thanks to Don T. Thanks to World's Worst Gamer, Sean D. We got John M. Thank you so much, John, and always making good comments. I appreciate that. Thanks also to James K. He's been there really almost since the beginning. Thank you so much. Also to my good friends, Dave K. and Kent S. I appreciate you guys. You guys have definitely been there since the beginning, watching every single one of these ball games. I appreciate that. And of course, DC, who has been inordinately dedicated to the channel, and I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I know there's a lot of you out there, guys and gals both, that watch this channel. And if you haven't made a comment or I'm not aware of your name, please make a comment at the end of this game so I can give you some proper recognition, either next season or maybe even tomorrow's summary video. So, oh man, I can't believe we're playing the last game. Let's go ahead and get it started. As always, thank you guys so much. We are facing a player making his Major League debut. I do think it's kind of cool that the Mariners, under the circumstances, are giving a one-off start to a potential starter in the future for the team. That's kind of neat that they're doing that. We are not. We're going to go with Dan Petry, who was injured most of the year, and he needs all the experience he can get. He's having a great year this year. As you can see, there's only 12 plate appearances against the Mariners, so this is good experience for him today. All of the bullpen is available. We'll utilize whomever we need. It would be nice to get some of the regulars in there, maybe for one last time, like Roger Weaver and George Capizella, who will not be pitching for us next season unless they are free agents and they're reasonably priced. Here is our lineup versus the righty Floyd Youmans. We have all of our regulars in there from this season. We want to give them all an opportunity to get pulled from the game later on. We'll bring in their replacements, and you know how the crowd at home gives the standing ovations to the players. We do have a tough race for Player of the Year on the Facebook Brainiac Baseball Facebook page. We'll put the Player of the Year candidates there, and you can make your own decision who you think the player of the year should be. Okay? So if you're not already following us on Facebook, I'll put the link in the description after the ball game here. Okay, let's go ahead and do the Seattle Mariners lineup rundown. A little bit different of a lineup today. Batting leadoff in right field is Rod Craig. Batting second and DHing is Bob Pate. Batting third, playing second base is Harold Reynolds. Batting cleanup in left field is Ricardo Saenz. Batting fifth and catching is Tom Pagnozzi. Batting sixth at third base is Tom Dodd. Batting seventh in center field is Dave Henderson. Batting eighth at first base is Dave Stapleton. And batting ninth today, playing shortstop is Jim Anderson. Okay, let's take a look at Dan Petry. Peaches, I guess he had a pretty damn good year. I mean, a career year, especially since he's been so ineffective in our sim. And then the injury this year, we really could have used him. He's making his 17th start, so he basically missed half a season. He went 7-4 with a 2.87 ERA, 58 Ks in 100.1 innings pitched. Look at that opponent's batting average, 186 against. Maybe even more impressive is only 37 walks, especially after that 1980 season where he had 45 walks and 19 strikeouts. So I hope he's really figured it out. He's got 2 complete games and a shutout. His fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour. His fastball is his best pitch. He's got a good slider in there too. Overall, he is rated a 90. The 24-year-old righty in his 5th season doesn't go to free agency until 1986 because we just gave him a contract extension. So he is coming off a loss to the White Sox, and where he went only 1 1/3 innings. Of course, he did pitch a shutout before that. We know from experience, thanks to Jack Morris, that if you pitch a shutout, you're going to give up 11 runs the next inning, the next game. So we pulled him out in advance, and it didn't hurt him too badly. Okay, let's get this game started. There's the Tigers' defense. That's the best defense we have to offer, other than maybe Miller out in center field instead of Kevin Bass. And we have switch hitter Rod Craig leading off today. He's batting .251, 16 home runs. Pretty good season for a guy who has never had regular playing time. He flies out to center field as Kevin Bass makes the catch. 1 down. Here is Bob Pate. Pate's been very quiet this series as Petry walks him. So we have a runner on first now as Harold Reynolds steps up. Why Reynolds is batting third in this lineup when you have Dave Henderson and Stapleton, I will never know. Especially considering, excuse me, my allergies are acting up. Especially considering Reynolds is a speedy guy. You're going to play straight away and a base hit to center field. So maybe the game is not done giving Petry a big run total, as we did cut him short to 3 runs in that last start, so maybe they're going to try to get the rest of it here. Here's Ricardo Saenz. We need a double play. Good speed on the base path, though. And he walks Saenz. So, yeah, this is about to get out of hand. We got a full bullpen, though. We will pull in the infield, try to prevent any runs from scoring. Here is Tom Pagnozzi. He had his 30th home run yesterday, joining the 30 home run club, and a base hit to right. So, yeah, this is a bad way to end the year. I guess we have to try to give Petry a chance. But there's a ground ball to first. Can we get 2? An error. Yeah. So that's it for Petry. Not his fault. The game has decided that he was going to get crushed, and so he does. I don't really know. I don't want this to get blown up. I don't want him to give up any more runs. But it's going to happen anyway, right? Let's bring in Dave Rozema. No, Dave Rosema's terrible. Let's bring in Brian Kelly. Maybe get a couple innings from Kelly. He is healthy and able to pitch today. Brian Kelly deserves some recognition too. 21 starts this year, 9-5. This is his, his 13th relief appearance it will be, 12th relief appearance. The walk total, that's rough. Otherwise, what a great year from him. He will be probably our number 4 starter next year. Runners at second and third. It's already 3-0. We've given up a run, a couple of walks. We'll pull the infield in, but it doesn't matter. Base hit to center field. That'll score 2 more. So Petry gets knocked for all of those. And another base hit up the middle. There's nothing we can do until the game decides it's over. So we got to play it out. There's the double play. So they give him 5 runs. An error in there. And this is not how you want to finish off the season. But it is what it is. Let's take a look at the Tigers lineup rundown for today's game. Batting leadoff, playing second base, is Sweet Lou Whitaker. Batting second, playing first base, is Greg Brock. Batting third and DHing is Mickey Hatcher. Batting cleanup, playing third base, is George Brett. Batting fifth in right field is Glenn Wilson. Batting sixth in left field is Kirk Gibson. Batting seventh at shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting eighth in catching is Terry Kennedy. And batting ninth in center field is Kevin Bass. Floyd Youmans making his first start of his career. Hey, I looked him up. Floyd Youmans was on the same high school team as Dwight Gooden. Drafted in the second round by the Mets. He was sent to the Expos in the deal that brought Gary Carter to the Mets. And then Floyd Youmans in 1985, the representative card here, had a really great season. He struck out 202 batters. He also led the National League in walks with 118. And it looked like he was on his way to becoming, I don't know if a superstar, but like a regular in the Expos rotation. And then he suffered some injuries, and then the drugs, the cocaine, that got him. He actually originally went to rehab for alcohol, although many people think it was for cocaine. But it was reported as for alcohol. That was in 1986 after his big season. And then by 87, he was nabbed with cocaine in his system, suspended. And then eventually he was out of baseball at age 25 in 1987. So kind of a bummer and a lost career for Floyd Youmans. So you take a look here at his numbers. Maybe he gets a chance here to relive that baseball career that could have been much better. Here is the defense for Seattle with Ricardo Saenz out there in left field, maybe the only bad defender they have. They do have Jim Anderson at shortstop instead of Spike Owen for game 162. And we've got Sweet Lou leading off. We're down 5. Maybe we can get lucky against the rookie here. Oh, that's a walk. That is something he does a lot of. Yeah, look at his control. It's 59. So he hasn't even earned the right to throw 118 walks in a season. We got the leadoff man on. All we can do is hope for some big blasts. Let's give Greg Brock a shot to take a cut. Striking him out. 1 down. Runner on first. Brock, also, by the way, just a terrible job down the stretch. Here's Mickey Hatcher. Very possibly the MVP of the season as he grounds into a double play. And that's it, just like that. So we go to the top of the second. Brian Kelly getting a fresh inning here. Gave up 2 hits in the first. I am curious to know if those runs were unearned. Let's take a look at the game stats for pitchers. They gave up 3 earned runs, 3 of the 5, so. All right, 1 down. Here is Bob Pate. A ground ball to second. Good job by Kelly. 2 outs for Harold Reynolds. And Reynolds strikes out swinging. So We go to the bottom of the second inning with George Brett up. George Brett, what a disaster these last 20 games have been. No power, and his average was up to 330 for the Tigers, and it's down to 285 now. And 291 overall. As he gets a base hit here, there we go. Like I said in yesterday's game, I'll have to do a good job next year of keeping Brett healthy. So maybe we have to watch him a little bit more closely. Here's Glenn Wilson with a runner on first. Line drive to center. 1 out. Next man up is Gibby, striking out. And Trammell. Pass ball, getting Brett to second. Will Trammell get a base hit, give us a run? Oh, he does more than that. He goes to right field for a 2-run home run. Apo Taco. That is his 17th home run on the season. Trammell has as many home runs as Kirk Gibson or George Brett. All right, 5-2. Down 3 for Terry Kennedy. Gets an opportunity today. And he flies out to right. I think Lance Parrish might have a better batting average than Terry Kennedy. That's crazy to think about, considering how terrible Parrish was in the first half. Good job by Brian Kelly. That's his second strikeout, this time of Ricardo Saenz. The nozzle, Tom Pagnozzi hits a ground ball to first. Out number 2. And then Dodd hits a ground ball to first. A 1-2-3 inning, we could use that. We go to the bottom of the third. Here's Kevin Bass. Kevin Bass, he will be fighting Jesse Barfield for the 4th outfield spot next year. Good job by him, getting a base hit up the middle. We gave Barfield an extended look. We played him every day for 2 weeks, and he did nothing for us. I guess we'll hit and run this time through with Lou. Leadoff man on first, and he pops it up. Whitaker pops it to second. There's 1 out. What about stolen bases? 74%. Probably not worth it. And it's a double play. We go to the top of the 4th inning. It's 5-2. Here's Dave Henderson. Henderson goes deep. His 34th home run of the year. I think that ties Rod Allen. No, I think he's all alone in 3rd place in home runs in the American League. So 6-2. Dave Stapleton flying out to left. Jim Anderson flying out to left. And we're back to Rod Craig for the 3rd time, striking out. So the long ball makes it a 4-run lead for the Mariners. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Sticky Mickey, his last at-bats as a Tiger. Oh, he gets plunked in the thigh. Leadoff man on. This is either going to be a home run or a double play. Well, ground ball to first. That should have been the 3rd double play of the game already. Wilson capable of hitting into a double play. Gets a base hit into left field. Glenn Wilson, he could be our player of the year. Such a great job from him. It's kind of unexpectedly. Gibson strikes out. Oh, nope. Ground ball to 3rd. And there's your double play. I wish he would have struck out. So the Tigers have grounded into double plays 3 times in 4 innings already. We're going to let Brian Kelly attempt to pitch 1 more inning here. Striking out Pate. 4 Ks for Kelly. This is not like him, really. Not really a strikeout pitcher. Striking out Reynolds, back-to-back Ks. He's just highlighting what he can do for us next year. There's the walk. Yeah, that's That's what it does, right? And then what's Pagnozzi going to do? He goes deep. Yeah. That is Pagnozzi's 31st home run. It is 8-2. And it's a good day ruined for Kelly. So that'll be it. This is the last time through. We have 3 more batters here. And then we'll start taking out our hitters. At least the one thing about losing 8-2 is you don't have to worry about winning and leaving your players in. So Trammell will get a base hit in his last at-bat. He's got the home run and the single. Terry Kennedy, double play candidate. He flips it to left. And Kevin Bass. Double play. Oh, no! That should have been an easy double play. And Lou grounds out. So we're going to go ahead and pull Lou out. He got his 3rd at-bat. He's out there. Give him a standing ovation as we bring in Jody Reed to play second base. And we're going to take out Terry Kennedy. He sucks so much anyway. And we'll get Lance Parrish in there. Okay, so Parrish behind the plate. Brian Kelly. That's too bad that he got lit up. Okay, let's bring in, here in the 6th, I want to see Jeff Montgomery. He had he pitched an inning yesterday, struck out 2 batters. He looked really good. He's got 10 Ks in 8 2/3 innings, so he might be the first one up from AAA next year. He's got to face Dave Henderson. Oh, Henderson took a deep again. That's the 2nd home run for Henderson today. 35th home run, and I believe he's 1 behind Rod Allen and Ron Kittle. I feel like the game just wants to kick me in the nuts one more time before the season's over, you know? Leave this in a sour taste in my mouth. And Rod Craig, who walks. Yeah. Let's just get it over with. Come on. Ground ball to second. All right, we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. We're going to give Greg Brock one more at bat. What is he sitting on for at bats? Okay, so he's not going to get to 400 anyway. So last at bat of the season for Brock, and he comes through with the base hit. We're going to pinch run for him, so he gets a nice applause. We'll pinch run with Jeff Stone, who will go in for Gibson. Jeff Stone, I like this guy. He's got a ton of speed, the most on the team. Here's Mickey Hatcher, his last at-bat of the season. Oh, a ground ball to first. Stone does advance to second. George Brett. Ground ball to short. And Glenn Wilson. Wow, pounding it into the dirt. 50-50, it's an error. Nope, that's the end of the inning. All right, let's figure some shit out here. We're going to call Gibby in from outfield, give him some props. Not the worst season, not the best. We're going to put Barbaro in at first base. And we're going to pull George Brett out, who he's just been horrible anyway. And we're going to give that job today to Marty Party at third. Okay. Not a good job for Montgomery. That did not make me feel any better about him. Okay, let's start working in some of the other dudes. Let's bring in Roger Weaver here. This is his last appearance as a Tiger. Harold Reynolds, Ricardo Saenz, and the Nas. Wow, he strikes out Harold Reynolds. Will Weaver have more strikeouts than walks this year? Oh, he just might. He just might. It's not over yet. Here's Ricardo Saenz, striking him out. It's looking good. Can he strike out the side with the Nas? 3-2 count, and he walks him. Of course, you can't do that if your name is Roger Weaver. Man, I wish I knew programming. I would love to go into this game. There's the other walk. I would love to go into this game and fix it. As if I knew how. Henderson was going for his third home run. So, Weaver strikes out the first two guys and then walk, single. This is why we're getting rid of him. A comebacker to Weaver, a 4-base error. Oh, nope, he throws him out. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Here is Barbaro Garbe. Not a good year from Garbe. Popping out the first. We're going to let Trammell probably finish out the game. We do not have another infielder to play short. Scotty Madison cannot. So he will probably be the one guy who gets injured for 365 days or something. And he is 2 for 2 with a home run, so why not? Who cares? He walks. There's no pants Lance. Pretty horrible year for him. Base hit to right. We'll send the runner to third. Why not? Trammell's safe. We'll give Kevin Bass one more at bat. I mean, who else would drive in a run here? Nobody. By the way, just another stupid thing about this game. Here's a guy making a 19-year-old pitcher making his major league debut, and he's pitching like he's Cy Young, right? Like, now in his next, appearance, he probably will get lit up to even out the ERA. But, just stupid crap. Kevin Bass pops it up. We'll take him out for Miller. And Jody Reed. He walks, that's all he does. And Jeff Stone will get in at bat. And Stoney crushes it to center. And nobody scores, because why would they? All right, let's fix some shit. Kevin Bass out. And we'll bring in Barf to play right field. All right. So all the regulars are out except for Sticky Mickey and Alan Trammell. And they deserve to stay in there. Roger Weaver sucking it up right to the end. Okay, here we go. We're going to bring Cappy in. Now, Cappy gets, which, again, another stupid thing about this game, somehow gets righties out better than he gets lefties. If you take a look at his numbers here, I don't want to see him get blowed up in his last appearance. But he was an all-star in 1982. That's why he's got the all-star card there. Man, he's pitched really good down the stretch for us. We hate to see him go, but we like to watch him leave. Here's Jim Anderson. Ground ball to short. Trammell making the routine play. One down. Rod Craig flying out to left for out number 2. And Bob Pate. Base hit in the left. 9 hits for the Mariners today. And Harold Reynolds flying out to right. Barfield making the catch. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. I guess we let Mickey take another cut. There's some in-game stats, not that it matters. So he's 0 for 2 today. And he ends on a good note. He gets a base hit. We're going to pull out Hatcher. Bring in a pinch runner. That way he gets his applause. Scotty Madison? What's his... I guess it doesn't matter, but what's his speed? An 84. Scotty Too Hottie. We are going to put him at first base. First base is the pinch runner. Here is Marty Party. He is ready to get the party on. Does he still have only one hit this year? It's a home run? Yeah, he's only got one hit. It was a dong. He walks. First and second, nobody out. Here's the barf. Jesse Barfield. He's been horrible. Ground ball to second. Only play was the first. Second and third, here is Barbara. A guy in his major league debut throwing 117 pitches at age 19 who is tired, and they're letting him continue. Ground ball to first. Madison, will he score? Nope, of course not, because the game is on the line, right? Dumbass. And Trammell. God, this game sucks so bad. We go to the top of the ninth inning. Good job by Cappy. And I guess, God, I kind of want to play everybody one pitch. Everyone throws one pitch. I guess we're going to let Dave Smith throw the last inning. He threw the most innings of any reliever. He is going to be our closer. He has the most blown saves this year of any Tiger. He's got 5. And I did look it up because I was curious. The league leader had 8. Blown saves. Tight buttholes, as we like to call them sometimes. Or TBs. Base hit for Saenz. Tom Pagnozzi. Base hit. Tom Dodd. Fly ball to right. Dave Henderson, he's 4 for 4 with 2 home runs. Striking out. And down to the final out. Ground ball to first. All right, this is the season, folks. We're going to bring in Rick Anderson for the 1 millionth time. 98 relief innings pitched. He pitched like 4 innings yesterday. He's still a day rested, and they have probably 13 other pitchers in the bullpen. Here's Parrish. He's 1 for 1. Down to our final 2 outs. Eddie Miller getting a shot, though. He went 4 for 5 the other day, right? And a base hit. You can't keep Eddie off the base path. Is it against unwritten rules to have a guy steal down 7 in the 9th inning of the game 162? Anderson's got a great fastball too. Well, it doesn't show it here, but I think it goes 92 miles an hour, right? 94! Although he's not throwing at 94. All right, here's Jody Reed. Flipping it out to right field, and that will leave it up to Jeff Stone to keep the season alive one more time. Oh, that feels like the right way to end the season. Tigers lose 9-2 on the final day. Give up 5 runs in the first, and that was it. We didn't even need to play the rest of the game. The question is, who won the West? Let's take a look. Oakland does win. Oh, my God. They are going to get trucked by the Yankees. It's not even going to be close. Just for the hell of it, I have to show you what I mean. Sorry. I don't think they have anyone injured. Yeah, they have no injuries to their lineup, and they have some really good players. For some reason, they put Mickey Tettleton in the cleanup spot, which is, just another ridiculously stupid thing this game does. But look at their pitching staff. They have Mike Warren, Larry White and Rick Langford, who lost 20 games. And they have two starters, Mike Norris and Matty Keogh, injured. So if by some stroke of luck they get to the World Series, Mike Norris would be available. But that's just not going to happen. So I don't know how they did it, but they did it. They done did it. All right, let's take a look at headline news for the final time this year. Not the final time this year. Final time of the season. There it is. The A's clinched Danny Schatzeder. A 6-5 squeaker over the Angels. Wait. They had to play the Angels? Oh man, that's awesome. That's a lot of fun. Well, they won it outright. They earned it. Mike Davis stepped up 3 for 5, 2 doubles, a triple, 4 runs batted in. Mickey Tettleton, whatever. Tony Brewer, maybe your MVP. And Rusty McNeely had a couple stolen bases. Mets outlast the Dodgers in extra innings. And they're going to turn right around and face each other again. So they were facing each other at the end of the season, and now they're going to play each other to start off the playoffs. Alex Trevino, who's I don't know how either of these teams are going to win because the Mets have really messed up their lineup. The Dodgers have injuries, and their lineup is all messed up as well. So you cannot predict that. A 6-0 shutout from Randy Jones. What? Is he a free agent too, I believe? No, he's got a couple more years. All right. Well, good job by Randy Jones. And then Dave Henderson brought the lumber today. We don't care. Let's take a look at transactions. Oh, there's the leaders. Hopefully you didn't see that. Don't go back and pause it, or I'll break your fingers. We'll have a separate video for the leaders. Spike Owen got a 3-year extension. I will naturally have to go in and fix that, right? Because the game can't do it right. Nuts. Oh, that's wrong. Yeah, that's wrong. It says the American League home run leader is Ken Smith, which of course he's not because he was traded. He only hit 28 home runs. So that's wrong. I don't mind if you see that, but we know we don't need to look at anything else. Transactions we've seen. Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Oh, let's take a look at the National League standings. I'm sorry. So the Mets won 90 games, pretty solid, and the Dodgers won 88. Man, I would still think the Dodgers have no power. They have all speed and good pitching. The Mets, above league average in batting. They had the most home runs, despite putting all of their home run hitters and the MVP of last year in the minors. And they have, below league average stolen bases and a good ERA. I don't know who's going to win that. Okay. All right, for the final time, we're pulling up the box score. We're going to give it to Alan Trammell. He is the player of the game. I will post on the Facebook page, on the Brainiac Baseball Facebook page, the options for player of the year. I think, in my opinion, on first glance, I would probably give it to Whitaker, despite his late season swoon. But maybe it's Mickey Hatcher on the way out the door. Good job by Trammell. Terrible job by Petry, but that was very predictable. And the bullpen sort of did their job. Floyd Youmans, of course, gives up 2 runs on 8 hits on the last day of the year. Dave Henderson, great game. Tom Pagnozzi. God, he is awesome. Tom Pagnozzi is really good. Okay, folks, that's going to do it. We're going to close it out here. We will be back tomorrow with the last video for the 1983 Detroit Tigers season replay. As I mentioned, we will be playing a 1984 season. I will update the game to the new version when it comes out in hopes that it's not a piece of shit. Also, we'll have all new cards. We'll have contests. We'll have giveaways. We'll have all kinds of fun stuff. So we have a lot to look forward to. And if you're bored and you have nothing else to do, and you can always go to any of our playlists and watch pack openings, or take a look at the football season that we're doing, the 1980 Detroit Lions alternate history. Many options for your entertainment pleasure. Until tomorrow, everyone, have a great night.